for human welfare, global crime prevention aspiration group on Facebook, peace on earth, prosperity, best, uh, the best for all human beings. But my condition is not so well, and haven't been really in my proper full senses. So please bear with me here. It's getting worse. Oh God, I go to YouTube for healing, then see all these videos, and so I don't know what this is. Drunk Canadian, Selena Jaitley's, this case of Major Jaitley in the UAE. Must be a good reason, right? Yet they're saying he was abducted, and I can't see anything in Khalij Times, or haven't read anything other than these on this case of ex-Major Jaitley abducted in Dubai. They say he was abducted. So better be careful, yeah, when you come here. If you're an Indian acting as a Muslim, and not that I should be careful here in my country. So whatever happened to ex-Major Jaitley in Dubai, they're saying it's abduction. Like without cause, Dubai would do this, or UAE would do this without cause. Let's see, Khalij Times, how shall I check? India, no, India has become a big problem. Really, problems increasing. So recently, I had such an attack just before. I think it was this man who came when I exposed KL, an Indian atheist, and this who came at the Oberoi. Oh well, he was this FX something, and then Indian man. He was claiming to be an Indian man, and then I was having my doubts, like whether it's a Muslim man or group of people, and they're acting as saying that they're Indians here. I'm still confused, but after that I had such an attack. There was also like and then one day before Diwali, because where I am, they have these the Indians, they celebrate with firecrackers and all. So I'm not in India, but abroad the Indians do this. So just wondering, like the Indians, could it really be the Indians here harassing me and lying to me and exaggerating, totally like out of context? On KL was on a Quran ayat and had lied to me, right? Could it really be who they said they are, Indians, and ex-Hindu atheist? And so now here, even Republic TV is blaming UAE for abducting, like just abducting an Indian ex-soldier. Can you believe this? I don't know what's happened to Republic TV. Also, I mean, before when I started this, it was Republic TV who told me to be careful. You're from UAE and all this. And but the thing is that I appreciate that, but I hope Arnab Goswami from Republic World now on YouTube here. Like you know, don't know how to say this. I am like very bedridden, trying to get some energy to do some things that need to be done. Could it? I don't know what the case is. Like, could it be someone who harassed me on X platform? Indians are sending me WhatsApp messages from India. They're like that, and I had posted screenshots on Facebook. And also the ones who are managing some accounts. And so I also have this, and I'm a sister, right? So now I have to come out with it. Although I was trying not to, sometimes it would come out that I'm from UAE, United Arab Emirates. Like now it's come out. So why would my country get a bad name for this? Okay, I thought, maybe the police will come here, catch me for posting these screenshots I get from Indians on WhatsApp. And sometimes even the scammers that I get told I don't have a car, I don't own a car, but my brothers, of course, their sister here. So be careful, right? Someone's sister here. And so I'm just wondering what it could be. A few years back, I had a WhatsApp message. Doesn't look like this person, no, but he was an Indian. So, India, that you don't, Indians, that you don't make it the darkest days for another sister also. Oh, could it be that, right? Just could be that. How could he be abducted here? I have done so much, and I haven't been abducted, disappeared. I thought I would, but it didn't happen here. And and sometimes the energy, recently it was like they want me to go against, like think against my country, against my sheikhs. So I thought that Pakistan is doing this, like maybe it's continued, and the people who have done this to me in Karachi, they're continuing with the energy here, the black magic and all. Right, so I thought, okay, I'm very slow. Oh, I've got very lethargic mentally, and hope that, yeah. Um, I don't know whether, I hope my great-grandfather had told me in my dream long time ago when I was, I think, 16, don't be afraid, we are with you, and he was from Sharjah, UAE. And look at this, yeah, I found my Sharjah Sheikha. And, I was just thinking, I don't know how, I was thinking of late Sheikh Khalid bin Sultan al-Qasmi, right? Oh no, recently I was getting angry at Indians, about Indians here and all. And then it was too much for me, too overwhelming to take a picture of an image that came. And I just, let it go. I didn't take a picture of it from my camera, and I went to make tea, and then the thing came that, it's a sheikha from Sharjah's image. Like in completely in hijab, but Sheikha Jawahir doesn't do hijab, a complete hijab. So they told me the wife of our sheikh, from Sharjah, Sheikha Jawahir. I think it's, let's see, oh, it's terrible. Huh? Yeah, so it was like this, right? The lady was in something on her head, but this is Jawahir bin Hamad bin Suhaim Al-Fani. Oh, this Qatari. I should put Al-Qasimi. Oh, Sheikha Jawahir bint Muhammad Al-Qasimi is the wife of ruler of Sharjah. So that's how I had to search for her, because the voice, someone was telling me, I don't know, it was not a voice, intuitively, that this is Shia. The image that you just saw and you didn't take a picture of, is Sheikh Jawahir's wife of the ruler of your, Sharjah, where you're from. Oh my God. Oh, okay. But she was in full hijab, covered her head. This is her, I think. No, this is Badur bin Sultan. She's the daughter of the Sheikh of Sharjah Sheikh. And so what I found, right, that she by choice, Ganesh, brother, thank you for the thumbs up. Welcome here. Again, thank you for the encouragement. Okay, so this, and then I think a lot. I keep. I'm so shocked or something. I was like, and words don't come very quickly, proper words. So then after some time, I'm like, what? When I read this, like, some people find it a duty, right? But this Sheikha, by choice, somewhere it was written. Where is it? Okay, you can't see this properly. Sorry, it's not in black. A big heart by birth, humanitarian by nature, and social activist by choice. Humanitarian by nature, my goodness. And some people, become social activists because they consider it a duty towards their society, individuals, forming societies. And she is by choice a social activist, our Sheikha. Her Highness Sheikha Jawahir bint Muhammad bin Sultan al-Qasimi, wife of His Highness, the ruler of Sharjah, is one of the most respected and inspirational visionaries in the Arab world. She has helped to empower women, girls, youth, families, refugees, patients, entrepreneurs, and entire communities in the UAE. Entire communities, I'm so proud. And this means a lot to me because, so I've put on my WhatsApp account, right? Activist. What kind of an activist am I? Should change it to social activist. Oh my God. So this means a lot to me. I am too overwhelmed. Sorry, excuse me. Um, okay, there's work going on. I apologize. A lot of apologies. Outside, I haven't fixed my this. See how I am because of my condition. I just feel I'm. It's too much, and maybe if I was in India, if I lived like my grandfather, my case, what would those Indians do to me? Like what they have done here. I just can't take lies, right? And deception. So I've pleaded again and again, please, cooperate here. And I know that if I expose the Indians here, what they can do, what they did to Amitabh Bachchan when from Silsila movie went down. He was my favorite actor once upon a time. When I was younger. So they could destroy. I mean, I heard, I'm not sure, I heard from my aunt that they destroyed, vandalized, and they were very angry at Amitabh Bachchan. So once upon a time, he's like they're very high. They looked up to him as their great vandalizing and like that going against him. And then they've put him down like completely due to that movie Silsila, I think. Am I sure about this Silsila movie? So, one movie for one movie which failed in India or something. Correct me if I'm wrong, and if sorry, I can't speak properly. So, so there are Indians on WhatsApp. I don't know how they got my number, uh, and or someone managing my sheikh's account gave me a could have given me a very distressful night and days, right? Nights and days. So I was like, please take action. And I just cannot. So it is like we can tolerate, but I'm sorry, I can't tolerate lies and deception and betrayal anymore. I've given too many chances. If someone wanted to hurt me, even now during one healing, I was saying, okay, you want to like hurt me and get your thing out, like get your the rancor, the rage in your heart. Yeah. What did I do to this person? When and if I've done something to you and you feel it's me, because my family members all should know what I told them when I came back from London. The lady in London, clairvoyant, told me that it is not you who gets angry or is doing this. There's a witch who is making you. Even my aunt confirmed that. My aunts then were looking for a saint for me and their sister, my mother, our family member, to protect us because I said, the lady in London, I told them, one of my aunts, And these are my mother's sisters. And I told them that I'm not the one who's getting angry, as she told me, and that I take one step forward and three steps back. And I believed her because the symptoms she gave, no one in my family would know I was hiding it. Chronic fatigue. I was hiding from my family these things. Uh, and when I'm telling the clairvoyant, no, no, how can you say I have a good heart? I've done this, and like I get angry. And he said, no, it's not you. So my whole family, my father now, my brothers and all sister, should know about like. But what they do is so. Anyways, in the family, some things have happened, and my aunt finding out from someone would tell me that if I called you and said today you're going to have a fight with your sister, how could I stop you? Like, how could I warn you, right? Because as it is, the spiritual realm, very few believe in it, right? And then even those who believe in it say don't say negative things, right? They might happen, like it's so the mind, positive thinking and positive this. So my aunt said, if I had told you that you were going to today fight with your sister, so just go here and there, just keep apart, or there will be a fight between you and your mother, and no one will be able to, like, you can't stop. What you can do, we can prevent it. But she said, if I said that, you would say, oh, she put it in my mind, right? And so that's why this happened. And then I would suspect her to be the witch. So it's a very complicated case, like that, right? So anyways, I was like, जो करना है, अगर इतना तुम लोगों को खुशी मिलती है, if you get such pleasure from hurting me, and you think that those fights we've had, or whatever I say against you is, well, first of all, I didn't, and even like there were some who, and and we can't come together and talk and work this out because the black magic is so terrible. Spell and what they cast it. One spell is very difficult, I found out, to break. Right? So I'm under a spell, I'm kind of in a trance, and because very restless, the pain is terrible, right? So I'm the agony, and I'm not able to do my all my work properly. It's been like it's again it increased. So oh, and just before Diwali, it was awful. It's like the some power has taken over my body, but I thought I might just lose it and be good for the mental asylum this time. Right? If this lady had not um, uploaded this healer on YouTube, oh, I would have been gone. I don't know. Maybe someone else. So I don't know why Tower and God, like they've kept me in such a state, right? That it's like what my aunt said, that the witch has our remote. Your for you all. I was like, isn't there God? She said, there. Like I wondered, and I used to tell her, like, isn't there God? And she would tell me, don't despair, kufr, it's kufr, and don't question. But this time, she was like, Sarah, someone was doing, they found a saint, and I can't talk properly, and maybe I'll just discuss a little bit story example, for example. So she was saying it until she realized that she started to question someone when someone showed her inside what was happening. She's like, isn't there a God? Where's God? And she started to doubt the very person that was helping us. And she told me off for doubting her. And then, my aunt became like me. When I was in London and I had insecurity, leaving my house and family for the first time, I started and very scared for my principal because the intuitive feeling was coming that they're going to give her cancer. So my aunt told me this pure gin was going to come. The pure gin's daughter was going to come and slap me because I suspected the pure gin, Bach pure gin, for helping someone, and I did stop trusting him. So he went away, came to London, right? My aunt said, "You said this." I said, "Yes." Mm. But I didn't shout at him. I was just thinking, like, oh my God, like, is he true, right? Is he trustworthy? And then my aunt told me that his daughter came to my hostel room because her father went away, the jinn went away crying, and the daughter saw her father crying. So she said, what happened? So he said he exaggerated about me. I was screaming to him. So he said that she was screaming or shouting, right, at me. And she was like, I was rude with him or something. I wasn't. I was just like very scared inside, thinking about him and saying, like, somehow I did a direct question, right? I went, like, are you truth? Because, my principles, life could be in danger, right? So I've never questioned like that. My other aunt had gins and has, what she said there. So like for myself, I've never questioned that. Her gins like that. But this aunt of mine told me that. Okay, so you know a little bit of what is going on, right? So, anyways, another aunt of mine, uh, and the gin's daughter came to slap me in London. So this Bach pure gin, you can take help from pure gins, like. And so she was very angry at me that I've hurt her father, the jinn, right? Although I didn't mean to hurt her father. So my heart was sinking. Anyways, so when she came, the man told me that when she came, when I went back to Karachi, spoke to her, said when the jinn's daughter came, she saw that this is not Zahra, it's not me. Like, she saw it, and then she couldn't slap me, right? She was very angry. She was about to come and slap me. Slap from a jinn. So then I heard, right? No, over the phone, like my aunt was, you were very angry at this jinn, Sai, and his daughter came. Sai is his name. And all this, right? So, and what else is there? Like, oh, then she started to doubt, you know, and she even lost her mind for some time. Like, she was like, which one? They had to, like, the enemy was sending she thought that, like, and then she was like, Sai, I cannot trust you. I don't know. And she would sometimes have she told me, like, it was terrible. Um, Blackouts, like she would lose her memory. And she started to doubt Sai, the jinn, herself. And because there were like a double, or I don't know, she was like, I don't know if it's you or I doubt you and all this. So, anyways, the bottom line here is that I bottom line is that you know it's not me. And then the Jin's daughter, pure Jin, Park Jin's daughter. Although I wouldn't advise anyone to use jinns for help, where are the angels? I thought God's angels. I want to get another slap, and then right. So no, no. I mean, you know what I mean. Where are the angels? So many angels and Holy Spirit rule. Those were okay. We were told he's with our imams now. Oh God, another slap. Padak. So this was when I was in London studying. So so it wasn't me. Of course, I wasn't shouting at him. So the way maybe the witch made it look like to him sound like I'm shouting at him and rude with him, and I didn't even abuse, no abuse or anything. No, oh, so definitely, the way he got it through me, maybe the witch's energy interceded and went to him like I'm getting angry at him or shouting at him. And, oh, who do you think you are? No, no, nothing like this. You know, I was just so scared. And I was like wondering that now, can we trust this jinn, right? Because my aunt was saying she's doing the amal for me and my principal. My principal saying there's something very heavy in the house. And the principal is not able to come to the house. Or even whatever the principal, like, you know, because cancer and all this, they wanted to give my principal. Mm, And, uh, you know, in 1997, I was getting this intuitive feeling that, oh, we will give your principal cancer. And I was like, yeah, right. You're going to give, and I'm going down and thinking and taking the newspaper. And I remember, and she prays 5 times a day. They dare not and try to give it to me. And there I was like very angry like this. And I even changed rooms. I went to my mother's room, right? And they were like, intuitive feeling was coming. We will give your mommy principal cancer. Guess what? So I'm sleeping. My head is on my mother's side of her feet, and my feet are, you know, at her head side. So I was in my mother's room, lying down, thinking. So earthquake came, tremors came. Very, you know, my mother who goes sleeps deeply felt it, and she like got up. Oh, what's this? I'm like, you know, calm as anything now. Right? I just said, serves you right. See, because by now my aunts were going to Shehbaz Qalandar and they had told me how Shehbaz Qalandar had turned upside down a city because of the tyranny there or oppression. I'm like, see, you can't give my principal cancer. Look, earthquake has come. Tremors came very hard. It's one of a kind. I've never been in Karachi but never felt such tremors. And I'm like so happy, you know, overexcited that God has shown them. My mother just got up. Oh, oh, what's this? So it's just an earthquake, mother. I wasn't scared at all because this thing had shaken me. What they were telling me, And I was like, so, not scared of death or anymore. And there was a time when now I was fearless, but not for my principle. For my life, I was like, even if death comes to me, I don't care, but do not hurt my principle. And God, so I had to put a picture in the Quran. This time, I took it from the dua book of mine, Shia dua book, prayer book, and I put it in the Quran. I had to put a picture. I've never done that. Like, you're not supposed to put anything in the Quran like that, But I had to because, and I opened the Quran and I think or I remember the ayat that uh, Allah will help. It is, it is, what's that word? It is that word obligatory or something on Allah to help the believers. Aris Sultan, when I went to one of his lives, he used when I joined him, he said it on human rights. So it is he used a word. So there was a translation in my in maybe the Ahmadi Quran, or I had maybe by now two Qurans. Anyways, I put a picture in the Ahmadi translation English Quran that I had. So it is obligatory. Allah says, right, on me to help the believers. Okay, so I had to put her picture there in the Quran on that ayat. Ah, we will give. Oh no, so it was too much for me to take. And I had to that's why I left my room in the afternoon and went in my mother's room to just either trying to, like what's going on? Is this beautiful? Who's telling me this? And I wouldn't like to like trouble anyone and say, I'm having this. Can you please pray for my mommy or something? But once I did tell my aunt about a certain dream I had about the principal. I said, I've seen you in my dream, and she said, you can't do this. Another aunt of mine. So she tells me in my dream who her enemy is, and to keep a thread. Tell her to, and I couldn't tell my principal because I didn't want her to. Because you see, the lady told me, my aunt, that who her enemy was, and what letter his name starts with. Their name starts with. So I don't want to tell my principal. But my aunt tells me in my dream to tell her to say four calls 11 times and to keep this thread with her. To blow it on the thread or just this thread of which she, uh, recites the four calls 11 times and to keep it with her. Quran ayat, right? Surah Ikhlas, Surah Nas, Surah Falak, and Surah Kafirun. These are the four kul surahs, we call it. So this, uh, and that her enemy is from her family. So I was in college that time, but I didn't go to her and say, I've had this dream or even if I wasn't in college, I could have gone to her place and said, I've had this dream about you. But I didn't have to say it, didn't have to give her the full dream. I could have just told her, keep this thread. Anyhow, so I didn't. I don't know why. Maybe the reason why that I didn't want her to think much about that, although they had a inheritance case problem. and they knew who their okay, the family problem, inheritance. I could have told her. Anyhow, so when my aunt once came and this time the one time I told my aunt, I said, you know, you came and I can't tell the principal. Can you please pray for her? Like right now, if you can sit in the on the Janamas. And she was on the then later on, like the scene is in Mehfil Sakina, our Imam Barga for Bibi Sakina, right? Imam Hassan's daughter. So my aunt is sitting Mutahar, right? That's another title for Bibi Fatima Zahra, Prophet's daughter, Mutahar. So she's sitting there and she's telling my principal to tell me, why aren't she says, you love her, me. Like we're sitting next to her prayer mat, and she's sitting on the prayer mat, right? Now we're in the mehfil, in the, where the alums are and in the Imam Barga thing, place, where the majlis takes place and all this. So my aunt tells her, my principal, why don't you tell her that you love her? And I'm like, no, no, Matar, let it be. And she may not want to tell me, since I also didn't want to tell her anything like this, right? It's a majburi, or then the dream ends. But after before that, we were in the air outside that it's like an apartment, that place, Mamburg. So anyway, it's very personal dream. I've just brought this out. So and then I found out I didn't even know that the principal, the inheritance, that there was that her cousin was married to, who was married to her sister, was giving them problem or something. His name starts with an M, and I'm wondering who this person is. I didn't know that. Muhammad Fikri, but he's gone now. Oh, so this time in year 2000, what, 11, year 2011, I go to her place before leaving Pakistan. Now for good, I left, but I asked her this time, and I even asked her son when once they weren't there. I just went to give. I thought they would be there, give them gifts. So my God, I found out that in year 2000, I found out that her cousin's name, who's with whom they have this inheritance problem about the fathers and the uncles' inheritance, right? Their father and Muhammad Fikri's uncle, who was Ibrahim Fikri. His name starts with an M. Yeah, but you see, I wasn't sure, right? I didn't know what his name was. They used to tell me that they have this inheritance problem, and one of their sister cannot see them because she's scared of. She told me scared of the husband, her cousin. He wouldn't let her come to father's place, parents' place, mother, where the other sisters were. Some of this. Anyhow, my personal thing is out. It's very difficult for me in this life. Someone watching me and all this. Yeah, and setting things up. And moreover, the Indians coming and giving me problems here. If I hadn't, uh, maybe, just maybe, who would do this? Like, right? I could get myself into trouble. WhatsApp screenshot. Because you see, I can't go to the police. And in Karachi, also, I was wondering, please, if someone, I was thinking, if there's someone who can, in Karachi, like on Facebook, or I don't have to go to the police, right? Because my condition was terrible, pathetic, even now. So be careful. And so I keep doing these things, like exposing the Indians also who said they were Indians, and taking screenshots of their numbers on WhatsApp, and uh, doxing, they would call it, right? But for my case, although you're not allowed to do such a thing here in the UAE, and scammers taking pictures of, like I told my brother, he said, just leave it, just let it go. Like, so what I do, he says let it go, but and then my heart is weakened and I can't, like, sometimes even with Sayyid Yusuf Zadi. Oh, Sayyid Yusuf Zadi. Uh, Sayyid. So I don't know, like recently, I've there's some lady who told me that my left side energy, there's this hole or something damaged. So later on, I said, let me ask, because I'm doing another energy healing with this other YouTuber. And I said, let me ask my higher self, right? So the name was a male's name through me. And I was like, is it, now it's going to go on like this? Just stop me. And so I fell asleep. And what I saw was Professor Moez, Dr. Moez Hussain, telling. So he wasn't telling me until I was like after him to tell me who, right? Because he's done all Silva and he can distance Reiki and all that. So how I asked him is, can you see through? Can you see my aura? Like he had once told me that maybe your aura is weak, and then, right, in my childhood also someone was telling my mother that my mother saying, someone told me कि तुम्हें बहुत जल्दी नजर वजर लग जाती थी. So I thought when the aura thing came, I was reading books in the old house, that maybe that's why my aura is weakened, because since childhood I've had evil eyes. I don't know why I wasn't beautiful. My brother was beautiful. I wasn't good looking. I don't know. Oh, once only Nurjan auntie's wedding, Intercontinental at the temple, Continental now. Two ladies, Irani ladies we've known, came up and said, Mother Shumachi hast. Khayli, you are like, because Khayli Kashang hast, or Kashish hast. I said my mother's name, I told them. And I didn't think I was anyway beautiful or attractive in my childhood. This is my very like childhood, like I'm little. And my mother had bought this brown striped dress, and off-white inside shirt I was wearing, I remember. Really, Kashangha's mother Shumachi asked, right? Who is your mother? You are very beautiful. Haili means very. A child. They stood, and I'm looking up at them. So anyhow, what was the point? So I didn't think I was beautiful, but evil eye since childhood on me. So later on, when I started to read about out of body experience, I had a book in the old house, and aura that they can, about the aura in 1986, after maybe even earlier. Was I in Karachi American School in my teens, early teens, mid teens, or maybe, but I know I had this book right. Or I turned 19, maybe 16. Oh, no, no, I had this book 16, 15 years old. So the aura I read about too in that NDE, near to death experience, and out of body also, out of body. Oh, oh, out of body. Oh, in the book. But I never tried levitating or going out of my body or anything. I just read the book, didn't practice anything of that sort. At that time, I remember even the cover, white and black, of that book. We live near Tariq Road, and there's a bookshop there in Bahadurabad. Going to Bahadurabad, buying book. So there's Karachi, olden days, but I was very depressed. So another book like self hypnosis. I did it on my. I tried to do it on my brother when he fell from the motorbike. Oh, and I had this medical book too. When my youngest brother was asleep, and used to sleep in my mother's room on the mattress floor. I started to see that he had a slight asthma problem, wheezing, and I had this medical book. I was given a gift on my birthday, one of my birthdays. So I read that what you do is I would iron the like put hot cloth or something towel on the sole of the feet of the if you have wheezing problem, although you won't find it online now, try to search for it. But I had this medical book, and I remember. So I remember when my youngest brother was asleep. I didn't wake him up or anything. I just saw that. Oh my God! I heard him wheezing, right, not breathing properly. Like so, what I'd do is I got a towel, you know, ironed it, made it hot with the iron, and we didn't have microwave, so I did it to my feet this time also. I remembered what I'd done for my brother. He was asleep. Thank God that thing didn't wake him up. So I was doing this, ironing it and putting it on the sole of his feet, so that his wheezing would stop. And I was kind of worried because at that time, 1989, 88, July, June, after O levels, we shifted to the new house in Karachi. So there I was getting like attacks, like in a different way during my sleep. They were like, suffocating me. I couldn't breathe, and I wanted to get up, and I'm trying to. My mother, especially when I'm in my mother's room, I'm trying to, wake me. I'm going to die. I felt like some energy was suffocating me. This was before I joined St. Joseph's College in Karachi, and then I'm nailed, and I'm trying to, say, mm, mm, mm. So someone, because I'm dying, they're suffocating me. I can't breathe, trying to stop my breath. And another thing was this the my ears, the sound in my ears, terrible, unbearable. So, and nailed, asleep. Now I'm semi-conscious, and oh God, my soul, my spirit hasn't come in my body, and what's happening? No, I know what's happening, but I start to recite the four kul that my friend had written for me in Roman English, and also in and also in the Arabic transliteration. So I memorized it, and oh my God, is this the jinns attacking me? Because the one who got possessed in my room in the old house. So I didn't want anyone else to suffer like I was suffering. Then I joined St. Joseph's College, and those attacks, they became less and very, very few. There was a time in my room I did feel like, but very rare. Not like before when I was in St. Michael's School before joining St. Joseph's College. And there was, and I was so depressed, and so the darkness dared to go, the darkness pained, and all that. And so joining St. Joseph's College, I don't know why it wouldn't come every time I'd sleep. This feeling of suffocation, someone suffocating me. They've stopped. I've stopped breathing. I can't breathe. Uh, and mm, mm, trying to, but no, my mother wouldn't get up. I'm in my mother's room asleep, and I can't scream. I can't shout. Then in year 2000, it was another unbearable pain during sleep. It was like the pain was like this, right? Darth Vader. This fight with these electric currents. Oh, unbearable. That was a different thing, and the voices started schizoid. I went to the doctor, the psychiatrist. It didn't help really. I got edema and all. The medicine doesn't help. Anyhow, so now I like, what shall I do here? eh, I can't. I'm like, my brain is kind of, I can't say what percent. It's kind of not working or something. The brain, it's very late. It's gone to sleep or something recently, and or I'm too tired, too fatigued. Now I have to get some things done. Um, but I'm just so like so half stomach or something because I need to get some food also, but I can't. I'm like half mind, my mind dead, part of very lethargic or gone to sleep or what. But I am very awake and in the no, but I'm awake in the sense that in a trance. But when the hunger comes, appetite, like I want to eat something, I'm hungry. So I'm having tea more and can't eat too much. So I wish I wouldn't have to get so hungry and have to, or hungry. No, people can go fasting, go without food. And so I have to order, and like very slow motion, lethargic. And so I might, okay, reason why I'm saying all this is that it's amazing, right? How people suffer. And also for my case, you see how and they wouldn't want you to know this. It's not to, it's just to raise awareness. Sometimes I go in detail to tell you, like, can you believe it? Like how unstoppable and how deep they can go if they have these psychic powers or spiritual powers used in misused. There's no end to this. So suffocating me before going to college, before joining college, and the person is dying, can't scream. They get, and what cowardiceness is this, right? Like even now, they want to take my voice away. I could. And they've even, I think, so I asked my, this one healer on YouTube, like, are you safe? Thank God I remembered to ask her that. So I'm worried about the healer's safety also. It's okay if they kill me here, but keep me in this misery like a dead person walking, not even, can't even walk, bedridden. Can you believe it? Like they're doing it during my sleep. They did it so that I wouldn't even be able to say, mm. Oh, so that lady in London was right that they want you to become a vegetable. Like, and another people, spiritualists, my father found now in the end, like, after, not in the end, but like now 11 years, how many years have passed when my father found in Karachi to help me. Even they said that, andar tarap ho, or tum, or like hunger ho, or tum kha nahi sako, pee nahi sako. Once my great grandfather said, came, and I realized I was having these dreams, so I just cut myself before I forget. So under tarap ho, yani restlessness inside, and you're not able to, like, I'm hungry and can't eat my full meal, full to the fullness. So every time, like in also there's dreams, and my grandfather, paternal, my father's no, sorry, my great grandfather, my father's grandfather, is saying I'm hungry. I mean, can you believe it? Like so lazy that can't even get up to have food properly or something. Don't have the energy, so tired, exhausted. So I'm always exhausted in Karachi, couldn't eat. And then I'm hungry inside and I'm having these dreams that there are these, oh, my favorite dishes and food. Can you believe it? People can go so far. You can't even like, they don't, they don't want you to, they want to kill you during your sleep when you're in that alpha, omega, or there's another level. I've learned from Professor Mars. Alpha, omega, and my God, they want to kill you like this, like, and keep doing this, or not kill you, oh, sorry, unliven you, take your life, but they want to, keep doing this. So you're unable to scream, shout for help, or even say, please, can you help me? Please, can you give me a glass of water? Like, half brain dead or something. You can't now get up for water. Now you need a nurse or someone in the house, tell a worker or your mother or a relative, a brother, sister. Please, can you? They don't want me to do that even, or even breathe. So they'll keep me alive. Like they will suffocate me, and then I get up from my sleep, and I'm able to breathe. Oh, it was terrible. Oh, I started breathing exercises, also reading a book, and that something like I'm at peace with myself. So going to school, peace with myself. I was very restless. Thank God I found this book. And then my forehead is warm, no? Stomach is cold, warm. Forehead is cold, I don't know. And there are exercises and breathing, but I couldn't, I'm like, even awake, the breathing thing, there was depression, there's this terrible yuck, sick feeling, right? But after all this, God gave me grace and I came out of all this depression due to being attached, separated from my teacher that I adored. I could, oh my God, it was like this one breath. Like in the Indian movie song Ghar, I don't know in English, what do you say? Like, Sindhi, our Koja, Sindhi. It's like, Samesa. In breath comes breath. I was doing all these exercises that weren't helping me, breathing but that one, it all of a sudden when that depression vanished, I could breathe. Like सांस में सांस आए ना, तेरे बिना जिया जाए ना. Ghar movie, Indian movie song. No exercise. Forget it. It was just without any exercise now. That breath, that wonderful, joyful, bliss, nice, not, I don't know, joyful, happy breath without the depression and the sick and depression. Thande Sans, also in Urdu we say Thande Sans, I think the cold breath. It's so wonderful. Oh, like, when I saw this movie For Keeps, he tells his father, "Oh, Dad, I can't breathe without." And I was like, "Oh, my teacher, I couldn't breathe without my teacher." So for many years separated, and God wasn't giving me that peace that was escaping me. I didn't have that proper breath. It was so melancholic. Breathe properly. Life was terrible. Breath was killing, suffocating. I mean, in the way that it wasn't good. It wasn't healthy. Melancholic. In melancholy, you're breathing. It's terrible. But anyways, what made me value even that melancholy depression, that breath, was when during my sleep they would attack me. Now this would not happen to me in the old house, only when we shifted to the new house. And then late, and also I used to get these intuitive feelings that someone wants to burn our new house in Karachi that now we're in living in. So in year 2000, anyways, whatever I'm getting recently, again, Muhammad, no, no, not Prophet, Muhammad Jafar, my second cousin. I don't know what this. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's seeing things again, suspecting, no, no, believing that he's doing it, or this one is doing it. But whoever sent Yusuf Zedi, like, I'm just telling you what I got, right? So the voices recently also that Yusuf Zedi ne aisi bala bheji. Now I'm wondering afterwards, like, how can this man, Yusuf Zedi, who's a Shia, a Sayyid, and who told me his mother is Fatima, meaning the Prophet's mother, the Prophet's daughter, right? Could he? So are these voices true? What's happening? And I have suspected Yusuf Zedi earlier on, right, when I hadn't left Karachi, like after, let's say, 4 or something years or 2 years, and he begged me to take help from him. I don't know, like, do we have these Shias who are such hypocrites who can hurt people? They come in the name of healers, right? But what's going on? So, anyways, the voices, and then I want to be sure that I don't do injustice. But when you can't blame me because in this pain and all, I just can't think. But I think, but you know, they make believe. It's very weird, strange, difficult for me to describe how they make me believe. There is Yusuf Zaidi who sent a very बहुत gandi bala. Sorry, can't remember word by word. The voice coming. Qayamat ki. Sometimes they say like, the end of world, which they've Yusuf Zedi sent on you. by saying that, oh, we're removing it. We're removing because you have chronic fatigue. I, can you believe that? Right? Shia Sayyid, his own mother, I cared for. I said, no, no, don't. Like, find something else for her, alternate. I was also trying to find. I don't like. I don't agree to the psychiatrists and the medication. So, excuse me, I don't know. And rehem bhi hame aata tha. But after 1 year, 2 year, but rehem bhi, like they took it away from my heart. I cannot rest. So thank God this lady started to say, find, like, what is the word she used now? Before, when she was saying rest inside the place where you rest, I couldn't find that place. So I had to just close my eyes and look at, like, be in this pure awareness, because inside there's no, there's no place to rest in me, right? And hard hearted and not the wounds opened and the works. Oh my God, people can go through. So I'm so shocked even now. People can do so many things if someone, like, can you believe this? Unstoppable, yeah? And the energy, my hands, like the whole body, tears. It's like water, and I'm thinking it's tears. So somewhere on Yahoo, they had made Ansu group, and I was like, someone I. So anything I suspect now, I was thinking when I read the uh, distance mind control, like write it down. Any suspicions, write it, like report it, right? Now I can't. I have to. I need to go out. Oh, forget going out, Zara. You hardly have bread, food, and I wonder. And I'm wondering whether I'll be able to. What? There's no, like, get some chicken or. Oh, so sorry. I'm like, my brain is half dead or dead in that way. So can my life be saved or not? If I don't get bread, and then here, feeling hungry, I'll be even more weak, and I won't be able to get up. So, and more weakness is like more nervous breakdowns, and oh God, I'm gone. And even the canned food. Oh, I have maybe even the pet food. There's some bread and butter I can, but uh, I did order grocery. They didn't have that bread that I sliced bread. So they sent me a different bread that I don't like at all. It's sweet. Sliced bread. And maybe if you want to take my life or something. And when you see that. But when I read this, I really feel very happy. And then I want to say, I want good for my country, right? And this makes me so happy that I could throw up because I'm not able to digest it, process my feelings. No way. So I'm just looking at this. My eyes are wide open, so overwhelmed. Uh, so no, no, and I can't read. And yet I watch videos. Now what's going on here? It's like restless, and it's like what my uncle said, that look, if some people who lose their loved ones separated, they might just, they go to the wrong direction. So, like mehkhana, like pubs. Oh, we didn't have pubs in Karachi, but I could go into maybe some, yeah, like have more Valiums uh, or maybe drugs or something. The wrong, take the wrong path. It's very easy. It's at that time, in that vulnerable state, someone offers, going to a party and they're selling, oh, sorry, they're not selling, for free alcohol. And yeah, so it happened. Yeah. So I wanted to die uh, drinking alcohol in one party because I was missing Miss Dissa. And I was wondering, why am I in this party when I could go to meet her and I can't meet her? And then Richard Marx's song came up. Oh, that was it. There was a party that was selling first time. I found out that this party in Karachi, oh, it's not selling, sorry, there was alcohol. And I asked someone, I said, where, I was thirsty this time. I said, where can I find water, cold drink? They said, where it's the pub where this side, outside, I mean, go outside this room and, there's, there where they are serving alcohol. I was like, they're serving alcohol. I'm thirsty. I was waiting for some friends to come. They didn't come. So I went home. So, so I didn't go there because where the pub, sorry, where the bar, right? I didn't go because they're serving alcohol. Mm. I went away. So I left. Didn't go to the bar. Then I left. Oh my God. So it started in Karachi. This part. First, we had my cousins and I. My cousins, we had nice, clean parties. So my cousins had asked my father, and he said, "Yes, you can take her with you to the party. I know, take her out." They had asked my father's permission, uh, taken permission from my father. So, yeah, so it's very easy. You see, in this, there's a very thin line, and person can go to the wrong path very easily, right? Like in Villette by Charlotte Bronte, going out in the storm, or very easy, very tempting to hurt yourself or go in the wrong direction. I actually don't blame those people. So I see every case different. Those, even the children who have been, like, we should understand and listen to children, not blame them. 9-year old, why are they acting this way? Like, we need to know and not be hard on them, not criticize them. Oh, like saying the, oh, she was, I found her disturbed since childhood, perturbed. Um, so if you found someone perturbed since childhood, right? So blaming the child, these adults sometimes. Well, Jesus Christ has said, whoever, and some Christians also do this. Some Christians we have who are teachers and all. Oh, whoever, children. Sorry, my mind is not working that well. Whoever what? Whoever doesn't welcome a child. No, wait. Yeah, welcome. Those who are spiritually reborn through faith in Jesus and those who welcome children in his name. Some teachers are very strict disciplinarians. Whoever welcomes one of these little children in my name welcomes me. And whoever welcomes me welcomes not only me. Mark 9, verse 37. Little children in my name welcomes me, and whoever welcomes me does not welcome me, but the one who sent me. Oh, the one who sent me, God. So I don't know if God exists or not right now, but I do believe in the power of the universe at least. And what is now recently also from Republic World now. It was Republic TV, right? Republic World channel. This is Mr. Arnab Goswami's channel, right? The Pakistan link behind Nigeria's Christian crisis. It's just a narration, they have given no evidence. Republic World. Ooh, I was going to say word. Oh, what's this? Legal cover for Asim Munir? Pak government mulling amendment for Field Marshal's tenure. Sources. The secret, the Archons fear most. Ancient Gnostic method to free the soul. I'll be listening to this. So what else? Oh God. Hindu American exposes Zahran Mamdani's radical agenda. Oh my goodness. Daniel Sconbridge. Okay, I'm back to there's been tragedies and plane crash. So yeah, breaking news. UP's flight crashes in Louisville. Multiple buildings destroyed. We'll see TV. Ah, so God allows this to happen. Go back to Sir Pradeep Mukherjee. Huh. People think you're a spy. I don't know why this movie song came to me, Kali Gata Chai, Indian movie song. I had to watch till the end. I've watched this movie. I didn't know who the one who murderer was. Found out that he's wearing this hat that's Agha hat. And I've had some, what have I had here? Some images. Will I ask my higher self? I have asked my higher, I can't believe it. So maybe there are some people, it's coming to another person now, right? Who was complaining against my father and me also behind my back and my mother behind our back. Uh, a lot of complaint. And then once I heard, I saw her, I caught her complaining. I'm like, no, no, she's complaining against my father in the car. It's like, and she got away from me that day. Like I didn't get angry or I like, oh no, not again. So, oh, the I don't know this. The tarot card readers are saying, and even this time the lady healer said. First, she said, be careful. She said it will go back to the sender in one of her healing videos. But then she said, it's coming to me that be careful. You don't do this, go on this road to send ill wishes and all, whatever the bad things to them, right? Then, anyhow, I got in my dream that there's this person. Oh, I did. Professor Moaz says, yes, it's this one, right? I've seen on the left side. So back to that, where ah, and but there are other people too, and but he's talking very gibberishly, like, or in a way that I can't comprehend what people's names is he. I can't understand, right? And he goes to the bathroom, trying to tell me that there are other people also with this one who did, who has damaged your right side, left side, left side energy field recently. I'm doing this, it should be complete. But the lady, another healer said, you have to keep doing this. As if my whole aura is torn apart, right? So, oh God, this is so complicated. Anyways, the latest healer's video came that they're going to get it 10 times more now. Ooh. So, can you imagine, Zara, that what they have been doing to me is like, you know, 10 times more than this? I don't know what. I can't imagine, right? Because what they did to me is like, I should be good for the mental asylum or should be in coma, having the oxygen. I won't be able to say. Should be in ICU in the hospital, intensive care unit for many, many years, 25, 24 years. Maybe after, okay, 20 years. So three. Oh, it's too much for me, right? So 10 times more. This person they should go out in madness, tear the clothes and screaming. And 10 times more than what they've done to me is unimaginable what will happen. Like how, so in this, so just for safety. Another thing is that made me very angry is that a tarot card, beautiful sister I found, she said that she lost 2 hours of her video. It didn't record. And, she was having this cold and all this. And I had gone to her live stream recently because I've been on YouTube a lot since I'm more bedridden than ever and have been. But I found she also comes live stream like 3, 4 times a day, like in piecemeal, I think. Like so one time yesterday she had the cold. Like okay, so I was kind of worried for her if my enemies got her. I have this cold allergies they give and all this, right? So then I was worried about her, but I couldn't say anything. And then again, recent video, 2 hours of her tarot gone. Oh, this time I said, oh, dear sister. And I keep editing, and I think you should go to this healer as this is it. And I think this evil is one of a kind, right? So healers, also I shouldn't share these on Facebook, but compelled, and they've made me like that, right? Ah, I can't take it anymore. Enough is enough. So why God does this and gave them respite, or whoever, the energy, evil energy, I thought we'll nip it in the bud in year 2000. I've trapped all their jinns, their evil spirits. It's finished them. Because when I told them telepathically that why don't we just null and make that energy null instead of unlivening the witch. I don't want to unliven anyone. They said, no, no, you have to. It's a fight now, right? And as a Shia in the depression times, I have felt so guilty for this. Allah tells us He didn't send any, ah, these oppressed children, women, Surah 4 ayat. I couldn't do anything much. Surah 4 ayat, oppressed. So Allah doesn't come to help. Here also, look, He tells you, angels didn't come, neither could I help someone oppressed. Seemed like I was a tyrant at home, you know. What is the matter with you that you fight not in the cause of Allah? And for the oppressed, among men, women, and children who say, our Lord, take us out of this city of oppressive people and appoint for us from yourself a protector, and appoint for us from yourself a helper. Now, appoint. And yet he's saying this is a good prayer, like he doesn't. So Allah is saying, like Allah doesn't object to this prayer. Appoint for us from yourself. Like I could just help you here directly, right? Wherever you are. Anyways, destroy the evil energies or what, at least on the psychic level, God, send us angels. Where are the angels? Jinns are helping. This is not what I expected from you. And so neither God came, neither the angels came, neither someone who they are praying for like this. Oh God, please help us directly. Our prayers didn't help. So what is this now? Okay, so I don't believe, but I just trying all the healing. At least it's a great support to know that healers are there to help us. The ones we can trust. One is registered. Tarot card readers. Oh God, I'm so confused. I asked my higher self, went to sleep, had a dream that it's not my father. It's not Muhammad Jafar Raju. It's not his wife. It is someone from my family, immediate. And she's got some, what? And the other people also she has working for her. Well, she wasn't that rich in Karachi at the time. She wasn't working or anything. Who is helping her against us? Or is this some very ancient Irani black magic or what? Because it could be that my grandfather, maternal grandfather, and his brother-in-law, an Irani Pakistani now, had unband. They had this bit of an argument on the damam. This damam they made, right? They created damam. Should I? Shouldn't I? Damam. Mahram. You know, very few know this. An Iranian and my grandfather, his brother-in-law, damam, 10th Muharram Karadar. See this? They created this. And they had an argument on this later on or something. And then maybe the brother-in-law and my grandfather, mother's father. I don't know. So, but my higher self should know. So now this lady said you just commit yourself to yourself and your higher self. Ah, this is my grandfather and his brother-in-law's creation. The Mam Julus. Oh, it's in Mumbai. So, oh God, and this person, whoever is after me, either one of a kind evil, and also it's a master manipulator. Master. Like this person, I don't know how they, it's not like, they've, look what you did to me, like, no, no, no. It's not like that. See? And, like Sharif Khan, I was saying, it's not like Sharif Khan giving away like a psychopath. You could see it, right? No, no, no. It's like, I care for you, and like an ex-Shia had come here, and I had to ban this person, block this person, right? They're like, they're not even like, I care or, oh God. So the original, the brother-in-law could have, or I was thinking the Pathan lady that who my grandfather married. The Pakistanis can be very vindictive. Like I've seen the Indians also now. Like if I get angry at one shop here, right, the whole lane of Indian shops, they would not give me that space. Wo nahi denge, all right? And it wasn't like that in Karachi. Like I get married, I get angry at a mobile shopkeeper. Oh, you did why did you put this? Uh, I'm leaving this shop. I'm going to another shop. They don't do this in Karachi. At least this they don't do. That coming together, like some Indians I've seen, our the whole area of shops, wherever I go, they wouldn't give me that attention. They're going here and there, that day. Only that day. Maybe. I mean, do they call each other? How do they get to that shop a little far away, like, I don't know. Maybe it's my. So another thing is how my grand aunt had my mother's sister, my mother's aunt, who was my mother's father's sister, had a Devi. Became friends with her, and through, like, she used to give these gems, out of thin air. They would come out and land, and then she would give it. Okay, you take this one, and so recently I thought Devi was coming, and signs are there that. So I didn't want to think like that. It's not like, that schizophrenia. Some might think that I'm doing that grandiose thing or anything. No, no, no. I don't want to be like that. I just want to pass away. I wanted to pass away silently. If they want to unlive in me, just let me. I'm suffering so much. I'm done. I don't want to live anymore. Be a burden. Go to the hospital also. I don't want to go. Very painful. Just staying alive is painful. So, but my grand aunt's Devi has come. She told me I'm Devi and you are Radharani, right? So I was thinking, like, how can Radharani save India? So those of you who want to change and to know the value of love, even though I don't know what your condition is. I understand. I should understand. But if love can be the Radharani in your poverty, or if you're, that support from Radharani, like how can Radharani or can Radharani save India? Can this love? There's a lot of against the Indians now, and also my experience here with the Indians. It's very disillusioning for me. So sorry, Sydney. So if and love is universal, right? Yeah. So Celine Dion song "Love Can Move Mountains," but for India, since I'm being told I'm not sure, they won't let me say I'm not sure. So how if you care, if you love Radharani, if you even I'm not saying like for Radharani, but see that how universal, what universal appeal love has, and if we can save India, if in India you are suffering or there's something, maybe you can see what treasure you have. Ancient times, that even the Christians don't have, even the Jews don't have. Maybe, I don't know, but I'm Tibetans, Buddhists. You see, but Buddha, we only know Buddha, we don't know. Now we've got the female Tara Buddha and all. But even Buddha, like feeling very peaceful with Buddha, like when I went to Next Soul, Alex, the channeling that this lady did with Alex on his channel, live stream or date a video interview or what, channeling. So when Buddha came, I really closed my eyes. I didn't know what Alex was going to say about that, but I definitely closed my eyes. And then later on, Alex said that he closed his eyes when Buddha came, and he felt, I didn't feel what Alex felt very high. But there was a certain kind of, but not, I can't feel peace inside to rest, but I definitely close my eyes. Yeah, like, so that a little bit slight, this calm, something. And but you have Radha Rani and Krishna. So those who care and want to change, Indians, to them, right? See, who is Radha Rani, the value of this love. which is now universal and has been, right? People singing love songs, the singers, European singers, and of course, American and Australian and every Africa, they must have their love songs. China, all these continents, right? So, you want to change. If you don't want to change, it's okay. But so I want to send the message to India. Can we try Radha Rani? How many of you? Although there was one story, I didn't agree to that. The woman's life, married woman's life, lady's life, was not like Mirabai. We've suffered, right? And now the Lord should come to Mirabai. Lord, like my father, he was in Singapore. He said, once he came to Karachi and he found out that I had waited outside Miss Desa's house because her telephone wasn't working, and I took a telephone man there. Went to the office, took him from there, and and we waited until she came in the evening, and I had a pack of five. My mother had given me all this money, packs, right? I was going to give it to this telephone man, and I had to give it to the telephone man because although the work wasn't done, Miss Disa came in. My teacher came in the evening to her house, and I went to her, and she said, "No, no, it's too late now. I can't allow a stranger coming in my house at this time." Well, I said, "I will be there," and she said, "No, no." So, anyways, gave him the pack of like five rupees cash. So my father, who had come from Singapore, found this out. He said, "If you loved God like a Shia, Shia, who believes in Ahlul Bayt, God and Allah Ahlul Bayt, said, if you love, we don't, I couldn't think like that. Even I couldn't think like that. He said, if you loved God like this, God would come down for you. Maybe in Singapore, his mind would be very open. Like we used to say, when you come from Singapore, you have a very open mind. My mother used to say this. She noticed. So, hmm, oh, maybe he didn't believe that, but maybe I had something against Mr. Sa that he would say. So once in the Olympics, like the earlier years of my Karachi American school, when I just joined, my father was there. We went to the Olympics, and he told me, "Look, Mr. Your teacher, she saw us from the corner of her eyes, but she didn't say hi to us." And then this is what I got. Like later on in auditorium, after years, my teacher complained that I'm watching her from the corner of my eyes and she's sitting in the front. See, you know how these teachers are. They've been teachers for donkey's years. They have very good, strong intuitions, and they see, like, they have eyes at the back of their head, right? So I don't know what so India, if you want the change, love is universal, and love is such a everyone, even uh, Rupert Spira was asking someone, saying, "Isn't love like what if you lost everything, or you gained everything and you didn't have love, or you lost everything and you had love? What would you prefer?" This Indian lady, I think, who had an like talking to Aspire on YouTube. She said love. Like Imam Hussein said, you if you gain everything and lose God, what have you gained? And if you lose everything and gain God, what have you lost? So I'm trying to, lose my health. Okay, I'll be a burden on someone. And this and that. But that at the end of the day, mother and I, we had that love, right? Whatever was going on in the house, she would come and apologize. I would go and apologize. This, and one day I didn't want to apologize to her. My friend came and said, "No, no, no, you need to apologize. Like you need to accept her apologies." Oh yeah, one day I was like, "No, no, I'm not going to accept." Then my friend came over. What a coincidence! And they said, "No, no, you need to apologize. You need to accept your mother." So, but at the end of the day, we didn't want to deliberately harm someone. Maybe like we have in the because of the things in our house and on us. So, but at least whatever we suffer now, at least we have love, right? We had a good heart. That's what the lady in London told me. That your mother and you. That's where the evil comes in. Some people say, evil comes to bad people. No, no. This lady told me, and I believe that evil comes on for good people. Evil is not looking for someone in the pub or in the. Oh, sorry. I mean, like some criminal. No, no. Now, pub wub is not bad. Yeah, it's okay to drink, and you're not evil. I'm sorry about that. That old like, of course, that alcohol is not good for you. Moderately, maybe a glass of wine, they say, is like they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. A glass of wine, they say, keeps what, the stress away, or nowadays, but it's not good for you. Yeah, even Jiddu Krishnamurti didn't drink, and there's someone else spiritual. So it's better to stay away from these drinks than uh, so have pure water, have pure drinks, not diluted, mixed with spirit or something. I wouldn't advise you to drink. Right? Anyways, yeah, this I have to disclaim. Like, but you're not evil to drink, but it's better to not be in moderation and don't drink. It's better not to drink. I'm not in for alcoholic drinks at all. I think my one addiction is enough. Okay, and I wouldn't want no smoking, no drinking would be the best. So please, hope you have not gotten into this. But however, these Shias, back to the Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi, they don't drink, smoking, uh, and uh, and so what they've done. Okay, so no, uh, I go back from here and there, yeah, disorderly. So choose love, define love, and know that you are love. So in London, I was like, if I miss this person, this means there's not love. Because if this was love, then she would not be the object of your desire, right? You are. So I started to contemplate, meditate, like I couldn't in my still room. So then I was like, then it's not even that I choose this love or no, no. I worked it out logically that then I am love, right? Can't remember now how I worked out. So the object of your desire, okay, object of desire. Wait, let me see. So that's the object of your desire, right? Desire. My writing is terrible. So, but is this love? No, this is not love. This is just desire, not love, right? And there's an object also. Love doesn't have an object to love, right? Love is about sharing the love we have. Ooh, so this object that you think is of desire. So I worked it out like this, right? In London, I can't go step by step here. This is desire. And so object and desire. What is love? What is love? Is love a desire that keeps you missing and yearning and all? Even for God, when Paramahamsa Vishwananda, I was like, no, no. You know, when you love, when God, you don't yearn for God, there's no yearning in this. You are not restless. You're not yearning for anything. You're not trying to reach anything. What are you doing? So sorry, I have to go a little bit against Paramahamsa Vishwananda too. Bhakti Margasa. Huh? It's like what Neil Donald Walsh said, right? Your life is a demonstration of God, whatever God wants you to be, right? So your life is not a yearning for God, but your life is God Himself experiencing in the material realm love, demonstrating love. So our lives should not be a yearning for love, God's love, or God. What love does is put you where? It's about, it puts you in this, it, no, puts you, no, it tells you, how shall I put it? So love is like a demonstration in this life that we are love and we are sharing together. So object of desire would be that, you need, there's something missing here, that I'm not sharing my love. I'm just desiring it. And that's just wanting and missing and desiring, needing. Love is not needy. Love does not put you in the position of neediness. Love puts you in the position of sharing, caring, and togetherness. So then even if you're away, you don't miss. So don't even make God that He He wants you to yearn, like Mirabai going after God and never came, but she was content with the idol or Murti. Okay, but and then he comes and maybe, but you find him in your heart. right? You don't yearn for him. You don't yearn for the divine or God. Love makes you realize that God is right here. He was loving you and wants you to have fun, enjoy your life with others, right? Share this love. So yeah, this I how I worked it out. You get it? Something like this in London, 1997 or 1998. You see, dil se mile dil, heart to heart, and the heart, we're all in one. What did Khalil Gibran say? Don't say that God is in my heart. See, I am in the heart of God, in the Prophet, right? Khalil Gibran. So there's only one heart, and that heart is God's heart. And we are all in it. If we realize this, then there should be no object and desire. This, the thing of, can it be called a yearning? Like, I want to, but if that person doesn't want it, if God, like, you've made the distance between God, you're yearning for God, right? Distance, as if God is not there. God is not sadistic, that you're yearning. Oh my God. I think Paramahamsa Vishwananda Jasra, sorry, should change this, right? When you, God should come for you. The moment love is a realization that you are love, you are the divine, you are God. And then you're enjoying that. But then you can be, then he takes two, three, and you forms, and, okay, you love, and then you're sharing it together. And when he leaves, you're not missing your other half leaves. You're not missing that other half anymore because he's filled you up. Love fills you up for all the seasons that you live. It doesn't make you miss him and yearn for him anymore. One moment of that realization that you are divine love and you've come here and there's abundance. And if God leaves in that form is taken, that as your husband or your mother that you're very attached to or you thought you were attached to, it's nothing to be scared of. But he comes, like my grand aunt said, Allah ki kainat mein koi kami nahi hai. And like Shakti Gwain said, there's abundance. Then he comes in another form. If he asks for you to share, you are divine too. So when you, your higher self knows, when you're ready, you are ready. Always be ready for the other. And you will be ready. Love will make you ready. So it's always just sharing, sharing, sharing. And love never makes you feel scarce. There's lacking anything. If one lover leaves in that form that is taken, your other half, then another other half of yours will come, right? He will come in another form. Let him leave. And why did he leave though? Yeah, that's the thing. Like one lady, she lost her husband and she was very, very saying in spirit, she can feel him and all this. But now in spirit, he's there. So he's telling you, you found another in form. I'm with you in spirit. Even now, then he leave you in spirit also. And then when you realize fully that now in this form, this other man, he's supposed to be your husband. But why can't they stay with, why did they leave Why did he leave early? That's that's I can't question that's left unanswered by me. And why does he like being in the hospital and terms of endearment also the oh that I'm gone in a reverie and trying to and love never hurts you. It's such contentment. You are content. Such faith, right? Not the psychic confusion that was in Hazrat Yaqub, and that. So those years that I went through, missing my teacher also, this was about my principal. This was not about my teacher. Ooh, in London. Why did I have to go to that through that deep hell, pain, restlessness, agony without her? And God would not give me patience. So, but there's an Indian song, yeah, Kaliyon se milke sanam tera ke humse. So there's a divine spark in, I don't know, I'm just trying to work it out now. Love, divine spark in all of us. God wants to experience love. I don't know, he saw Radharani where, how come? अखियों ही अखियों में तेरी मेरी बात uh, मैंने तुमको देखा. All these Indian movie songs. I'm trying to figure out. तुमने हमको देखा. Now, how could the divine divide himself? And then he gives eyes of love to see. And so he had to take the fall or a form, material, come to the material. Radhe Radhe Kaho. I hope Bhakti Marga doesn't give me, I'm not sure, but there's this, kirtan of Bhakti Marga. This one, it's just come, sorry. Radhe Radhe Kaho. Radhe Radhe. है बिना जिसके मोहन भी आए. Radhe Radhe Kaho. Let me not get carried away with the kirtan. The point is here that God, Krishna, is not complete without Radha. So half and half. The divine is not complete. And there's something else that I was just jumping to this in my maybe teenage years or earlier on. No, in my teenage years I wrote, it's the heart that works. For me, it's not the mind. Mind works, but it's the heart that works. Mind works with maths and all this. And your mind works, you want to go somewhere, or you want to do some intellectual work or something, idea, building but for me, I wrote, it's the heart that works. So if my heart is not in it, I will not be able to work out. So you see, if I don't love maths, somehow let's say love maths, because It is lovable? No, I don't know why. I love maths. Uh, right? So I love maths, and so I'll be very into it. Right? So what if you suppose you have everything and you don't have love? Huh? Or let's say, okay, we fight and all this, but we have love in our hearts. And people are trying to damage us. And what kind of damage your hand goes severed, brain damage? Okay, let's say I went mentally insane, right? But someone loves me, and I know that my mother did. And so that love is enough for me. I mean, that moment you spend, you realize you are divine love and you're demonstrating that. You're manifesting it, you're showing it, you're sharing it. That moment is better than 1,000 million years or forever without love. Without love, right? This is what love is. You get it? You can have you can have diamonds in your hands. What Whitney Houston had sung, but without love, you have nothing. So the enemy is perhaps first class right now in evil, expert at harming people. But you know you are loved. That true friendship, that thing that they're harming my loved ones, the ones I praise, the ones who are helping humanity, right? But what do we have? Love never. We have true love because lovers are for humanity and they never want to harm anyone. So we can go at the end of the day having sniffing or losing our work. I hope you don't lose your health though. But knowing what's the consolation at the end of the day? That we didn't hurt someone, we didn't wish ill for someone, we weren't jealous. Jealousy is depriving the other, right? Envy. You can admire another, like, oh, I wish I was like Tasha, perfect, beauty, right? Or I wish I had the grace and this look of divine Tasha, divine terror, perfect beauty. But I don't want to deprive her of her beauty. I can admire her and wish that I was like her, but wishing will not help. I'm not like her. I have to accept myself for what I am. Admire her for what she is, God, what God has given her. So this is love, right? Not being jealous of someone's beauty. And at the end of the day, we're dying. God forbid, I hope she's not. And she does her work and all this carries on. Or I have the grace of Grace Channing when with the narcissist. I've lived, right? So whatever we go through, what questions asked, I wish I had the grace of Grace Channing. Amazing lady. And this brother Jordan is going to skyrocket us. What a brother. You know, he cares so much. He wants to skyrocket us. My God. I saw so much like passion for the good of all of you in his way, in a different way, his own way. I saw you are going to skyrocket to the moon, to where, and he's telling what, like any one of you, any one of us is going to skyrocket, and there are people maybe religious and our minds thinking, no, no, let us all be skyrocketed. Why only me? Or, you know, this, and the mind comes in. And, but, you know, behind all this mind, I'm saying, look at look at him. Like he's telling you, he's not telling you to be selfish and, okay, so someone like, oh Lord, like, I'm so scared, you know, like he's telling me I'm going to skyrocket, but I hope I do it the Lord's way, you know. Oh, so these kind of things come in my mind. Or why couldn't I just help someone here, right? Why do I have to skyrocket myself up? Things like that, right? But look at his genuineness. Look at his thing for you to go to the moon, skyrocket to the divine. Look at it. And the religious thing comes in. The conditioning is still there. Scary, yeah? Oh, toba, toba. And even though I'm not Muslim anymore, I'm not religious, there's that conditioning. But then I told myself, what the mind, unwanted thoughts. This is all from my conditioning, the religion part. Oh, but he himself says it's not like you know, you want to go up without like care for other, without any care for others, or selfishly, or just, you know, have that become arrogant, selfish. Ugh. So we can, then whoever this reaches, right? You look at the intention behind this, you know, and stop that fear of man. Oh God, yes, yes, God, I will skyrocket. Why shouldn't I? Let us all skyrocket. And why should I skyrocket? Vertically go up, right? Here, horizontally, go help, go in the slums, or go help the people. So, skyrocket. So this, you know, like these kind of thoughts come in, fears and guilt. Like I had this guilt, right? When I was and seeing the Christians in like Dr. Faw, hearing about Dr. Faw, I knew about Marie Adelaide Leprosy Center. Someone who was working with Dr. Faw, Mrs. What was her name? Had come to Karachi American School, and so later on, when my teacher, why don't you, you know, go to? Also, I had known about Darul Sakoon, Sister Gertrude. Oh God, all this guilty feeling later on came when. So, you know, why do you love me so much? Go to Sister Gertrude, go to Darul Sakoon, see how in Karachi. Oh, then at that time I didn't feel guilty because I knew I have love to share. And okay, but after the separation, these sometimes these Christians, sorry to put it this way, make you feel very guilty, right? So then when I found someone to love and I asked Bibi Mariam, she said, "Go for it." She gave me that guilt remained like, oh, I have to. No, I'm not helping enough. Why don't I love my mother like this? Love this principle and oh no, and but my mother is loves us, but she's more obsessed with her husband or loves her husband, whatever. And even I saw that if I love my mother, but she had that feeling of lack from her husband that I can't fill it, right? So I told the principal that you see, everyone has their place in my life. My mother. If I lose my father, then my principal will not be able to console me. Or if I lose my mother and miss her, the principal loving me or adopting me, that's not going to change my grief for my mother, my loss will be there I until it heals in itself. So everyone has their place differently and no one can console me. If I lost my grand aunt, Mimi, uh, uh, no one can make the food, the pickles, the sweet dishes that Mimi made. The uh, like recently I bought some vinegar pickles, but they had all these vegetables. So I was missing Mimi because that Mimi, my grand aunt, she used to put these black things. I think it was kalonji. No, that made the pickles so tasty, amazingly tasty. Vinegar ones, and the white things that she used to put in that carrot. Until this day, I went to after Mimi's death. I went in Karachi to buy homemade pickles, these vinegar ones. No one made like Mimi made those pickles. Um, like the ones carrot vinegar. What were those seeds? White. Oh, it's delicious. Even the vinegar pickles, they're not as delicious as Mimi's vinegar pickles. And the black ones. So in that she wouldn't put black. She would put some white little seeds. That's how she made. Oh my god. Find that. So feeling guilty all my life. Now loving the person but feeling guilty. Oh, I have I have to if I hurt someone, an ant, a bug. So I would come home, and if there's a bug in I couldn't stand lizards, many lizards in my house. Whew. So now, even if the lizard is there, right? But we were told it's really good to kill a lizard because she was an enemy of Prophet Muhammad. But if a bug is there, so I know, but I still like try to. I've come from my principal's house. Now I can't kill the lizard that's in my outside my room, or in my room. I have to take a stick and try to get it outside of my room, or a bug. get some box or something, put the bug inside, and throw it out of the window like a fly, or if if he flies or something. Can't kill a bug at night. Can't. Oh, sorry, I can't take a life. So this is what love is, true love. I just cannot even take. I can't take the life of a bug. I have to let it live. I felt such gratitude by God, like God giving me this blessing in my life, this love. Hey, I looked all my life for you. Now you're here. You know that song? So even as I'm dying right now, although I tell myself, but sometimes the energy that's taken away from me, the love energy is away, but then it comes up again, and like now I'm talking about it, so I'm feeling it. So India, you can have diamonds, you can have all the education, know all the maths, but I wanted to play this song, but another Peter Cetera song came up. Want to be there. When we were driving, we had gone to a Chinese restaurant on her birthday, my princess, and her sisters were there. So I want to, don't know much about history. All I know is one and one. Don't know much about history. Let's just search it out. Oh, Sam Cooke, what a wonderful world it would be. Don't know much about history. Don't know much biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I know that one and one is two. And if this one can be with you, what a wonderful world it would be. I mean, I can say you would think I'm callous. You're in poverty, you're gharib, you're poor. I know what it means. No, I don't want to be poor. I don't want to be gharib, right? But let's see if because I was born with this golden spoon, silver spoon in my ointment, and so high society, rich. But let's see if you have little, right? Little burden. I tell you, this money. No, no. I want to be in a hotel apartment, and I wish I could afford a maid, right? Because you see, I'm in this condition. But let's say you're born in a poverty. You're born. I can't say so. I can't say that for you, right? But if maybe just if this can console you, although the Indian might poverty might not be here, might be working 24/7. No, I mean, like 7 days, getting one meal, just barely one meal a day, even for some, not even that, half a stomach, half a meal a day. Maybe we don't. Maybe even I have not been true to love, not trusted love enough. There are people who went. Who was this Indian guy gentleman, who went walking and without taking a penny or anything, no, not knowing where his food will come from? He went to Pakistan from India. So I'm just saying that maybe if this can console you and make you content, that love is enough. Deeply make you feel this. Wherever you are, in whatever condition you are, and the enemy is getting you. So let's go to Psalm. I'm not a Christian, but I found this working out. What was the number? 181, I think. Let's see, it's 181, right? Yes. No, no. It's sorry, not love thee, but I think it's 118, not 181. So many years back, the sign told me. So I went to Psalm 118. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Let Israel say, his love endures forever. Let the house of Aaron say, his love endures forever. Let those who fear the Lord say, be in awe of the Lord, say, his love endures forever. Sorry for changing the word meaning. When hard pressed, I was really hard pressed at that time. Yeah. And even now, at times, hard pressed, of course. When hard pressed, I cried to the Lord. He brought me into a spacious place. The Lord is with me. I will not be afraid. What can mere mortals? Oh, they can do a lot. That 1 minute of pressure is 1,000. I wouldn't. Mere mortals? Uh, so they can burn you in oil, like, you know, burning you and keep you on the psychic level if they have spiritual powers. They can drape you through and through and unstoppable. They can do that. Would you like that? Oh God, do you not know what mere mortals can do? The psychic abilities you have given them. Evil. Anyways, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not consoled with this. The Lord is with me. Yeah, where are you, Lord? He's my helper. I look in triumph on my enemies. Now, you see, you want to look in triumph on your enemies, but when they're raping you through and through, or when they're that energy under your skin, I couldn't take a tickle. Italian girls came to my hostel. From afar, they would do this with their fingers. They knew that I was very ticklish. I don't know why they wanted to tickle me. When they tickled me, I ran away from them. And then they would come and they would do this to me from far away, with their fingers. And I would be like laughing. Like it would really have this effect on me. And then they tried it in the lift, and I thought I was going to die. Now I'm down, they're in the lift and they're tickling me, and I felt, okay, now I'm going to die. I stopped breathing. Thank God they stopped. They could have unlivened me if they had carried on tickling me. So I'm so ticklish, right? Okay, something has started. I have to leave because I just out of respect, although the sound is not right now, let it be. I think I should take a break now. And I'll come back. Thank you so much. Come back after a while, maybe, or let's see when I come back. Thank you for your time and attention. Ganesh, brother, thank you so much. All the best to you and your family members, and India, your country. Sri Lanka also, and all. Thank you so much for your time and attention, all of you. Really appreciate this and know that you, those helping and those wanting to help and wanting to see the other go up, and so happy for them. Another terror reader, all those are so happy for us who can, become successful now. It means so much